So you're trying to tell me the Egyptians built the Great Pyramids, but the Great Pyramids don't have any hieroglyphics inside of them?
Just move on up toward your destination, though you may find from time to time.
Peace and blessings. You already know what it is. Imam_OG. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fly shit. Welcome to Hawk School. You already know what time it is. This bill right here, I'm not really gonna get into any, we ain't gonna pull out no books or anything like that. I'm gonna just we're gonna have a sit down about this one. You know what I'm talking about? Letting the Most High do what he do and the signal come through. So I'm saying that to say this. I ain't typed nothing up to tell y'all, write nothing to tell y'all. I'm gonna say what I gotta say, you know what I mean? And we're gonna chop it up, put it together, and we're gonna do the show and prove like always. But like I said, a picture's worth 1,000 words. I've already thoroughly investigated, you know what I'm saying, the subject regarding Giza and what's going on over there. Now, not to say that I can't be more thorough. Of course, you can always be more thorough, but I feel like I know that I have enough to present to make the whole Egypt concept questionable at the very least. Questions we have to ask like, why aren't there any hieroglyphics inside or outside of it? That's kind of weird, ain't it?
Okay, we're here on site at the Giza Pyramid right here behind me. And we're going to show you that the Egyptians did not make the pyramids. Okay, here is the entry to the Great Pyramid, the people walking up, entering. Then when you enter, you ascend, you climb, you go in. So this is the only pyramid with passageways in the structure of the pyramid. And this is the only pyramid with passageways in the structure of the pyramid. And again, there's no hieroglyphs. Okay, here at the entrance of the Giza Pyramid, guys, see where we are? This is the entrance here, and going up. But what I want to point out is the how much higher it is. You notice the other pyramids, it's obviously built into the structure, so it's not the same as the other ones. From the entrance of the Great Pyramid, we have a kind of crude entrance that we come through, and then it comes to this point, and this is the actual passageway here, which we're about to go up and enter the step pyramid. And we can clearly see, as we've shown in the other videos, the outside facing of it, which you can see here, and we can see along this line here. So clearly this was a pyramid, and like all the others dispersed throughout Egypt, you have lesser quality, lesser construction than the Great Pyramid, the Giza Pyramid, okay?
So basically you're saying that, so you're trying to tell me the Egyptians built the Great Pyramids, but the Great Pyramids don't have any hieroglyphics inside of them. You're also telling me that the Khufu Pyramid, which is a step pyramid, is supposed to be the oldest pyramid in Giza. So if it's the oldest pyramid in Giza and the first pyramid, and it's full of hieroglyphics, why wouldn't the Great Pyramids have hieroglyphics inside of them? What, the Egyptians just, stop writing hieroglyphics or something when they built those?
Lesser quality. Okay guys, we're here in a typical Egyptian tomb. And this is what I'm talking about when we're talking about hieroglyphs. This is original paint, okay? And if we look, there's excellent quality hieroglyphs throughout the sandstone, okay? Many of these also would have had statues, and here we see hieroglyphs and statues and spells. And the king is here, it goes on and on and on. Guys, I've shown you the pyramids in Egypt, and we don't see anything like this. We see no hieroglyphs, we see no statues, we see nothing in those tombs. So if the Great Pyramid is a tomb, where are the hieroglyphs? This is just one example here in Saqqara of what a tomb looks like. And let's just take a quick tour and you'll just see every wall, every facade, everything is covered with hieroglyphs. And hieroglyphs and paint, words, what, the chicken, what to do, it goes on and on. And the Egyptians tell you everything about their lives. Look at these, amazing. But they never tell you how they built the pyramids, nor are there any hieroglyphs in the pyramids.
There's nothing in contrast to what's in the Khufu pyramid. All right, so we got to answer that question. Or should I say they have to answer that question, those who say that the technology of pyramid building initiated in Egypt, which is absolutely preposterous. You know what I mean? For one, I'm going to put it on the screen. Take a look at this. Why? Okay, let's just say somebody building your house, okay? And you tell me you want a brick wall. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, we'll just say a brick wall. We ain't even got to say a pyramid. You want a brick wall built, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to send you some pictures on your phone, and you can tell me who you want to do the masonry work. You got this brickwork.
We see that the outer casing stones of the Menkaure pyramid are apparently unfinished. We see that the outer casing stones of the Menkaure pyramid are apparently unfinished.
You know what I'm talking about? Done in Egypt. You know? Yeah, as you can see, you know, we ain't even gonna hate on them. We're just gonna show you. Here go they brickwork. Here go they corners. Now we gonna bring it back home over here to the Americas. Here's the brickwork in the Americas. You know what I mean? This is what the ancient builders were doing in the Americas. So as far as the quality of work that's being done, I mean, that, like I said, a picture's worth 1,000 words. All right. All right, let's move on. Let's move on to this Sphinx thing. Let's deal with this Sphinx. From 1925 to 1936, the Sphinx was being excavated by Emile. What's his name? Is it Bariz? I'm saying this off the top of my head like I promised. I'll put it on the screen so you'll be able to do the research for yourself. He's an architect and an engineer. You know what I'm talking about? What do architects and engineers do? Do they excavate? Are they archaeologists? Like, that's a total different area of study. So you have to ask yourself, why is an architect and an engineer overseeing an archaeological dig? Not only that, why it take 11 years? You know what I'm saying? Why? Just ask yourself. Now, you may say to yourself, oh, well, how could they do that? You know, they couldn't have done that. One of the white boys done took the whole obelisk over there to where he take it to? France?
To the Concorde. And this obelisk here was taken from Egypt. I actually believe from Luxor Temple. And you'll be able to see in another video me visiting both that temple and Cleopatra's Needle in London, where the other obelisk was placed. As you can see, the French have added a golden tip, but like Cleopatra's Needle, you can see that there's some cracks starting to appear.
Well, so they been with the fuck shit, you know what I'm saying? Napoleon started the whole Egyptology shit, you know what I'm saying? And you already know they coming straight out of Paris, France, and you already know how they rocking over there, you know what I'm talking about? When it comes to these brotherhoods. The Suez Canal. Now you look in the Egyptian shit and you'll see, oh yeah, they built the Suez Canal, the Egyptians, blah, blah, blah. Bro, that shit been gone. That shit been gone. Napoleon wanted to rebuild it so he can make it look like Ptolemy and all them wrote about. You know what I'm saying? Herodotus. So, you know, it's a fantasy world to them. You know what I'm talking about?
Admire the work of my cartographers, Saint-Hilaire. This is Egypt in the days of the pharaohs. Everything is in here, even the canal.
The canal, General?
Didn't you know that the pharaohs built a canal joining the Nile to the Red Sea?
No.
Initiated under the king Nekao and completed under the Ptolemies, this prodigious work stood the test of time for almost 1,000 years, until it disappeared, swallowed up by the sands.
Do you believe one could find the vestiges of this canal?
Without any doubt. If we started excavating in this area, we'd unearth marvels that would reveal to the world the extraordinary splendor of the Egyptian civilization. Yet a better idea would be to dig another canal, one that would connect the Red Sea to the Mediterranean. Starting from Suez, for example. What do you think?
He want to make it look like what he see in the book. So he planned to do the canal, but what had happened was they surveyed it and they said that it would cause a flood if they built the canal. So the dudes, the surveyors in Napoleon time. So it wasn't until like the late 1800s that the Suez Canal actually got completed. You know what I'm saying? But now you looking at it and then you reading this Egyptian shit and you thinking the pharaohs built it, but the pharaohs didn't build it, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? The Europeans built it and they making it look how they want to look, how they want it to look. You know what I'm saying? Look at the what's this called? The Statue of Liberty. You know what I'm talking about? Look at how they built that, put that together. Now that was originally supposed to be for the Suez Canal, the Statue of Liberty. What was it called? Lady of Asia or some shit. Like I say, I'm just saying this off the top of my head on some 1,000 shit, so you know, I ain't even bluffing about this. Like I ain't got to do no, you know, big lecture about this. We gonna nail this sarcophagus on up real quick. You know what I'm talking about? All right, so we got the whole Sphinx. We touched on the Sphinx. We can also we touched on the fact that there's no hieroglyphics in the pyramids. We talked about their building. You know what I'm saying? But you could see where they was trying to build it, like the Incas at the bottom. That's probably the fake. If any pyramid's fake, it's those. They're not even finished. And then for you to say that the pyramids started in Egypt and they're incomplete, you got piles of rubble laying around this motherfucker looking like a building project. It looked like a theme park that somebody just quit working on. Like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look at the Sphinx. Look at the feet. You know what I'm saying? Look at the feet compared to the rest of the body. It's not finished because they starting from the bottom up. You know what I'm saying? Because they was finessing with that whole Emile Bariz thing. That's a theory. I can't prove that. I can't prove when you look at this picture that this ain't the same shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you working too hard, bro. Look at the picture. Look at the headdress now compared to the photographs then. Put it on the screen. You can clearly see the Sphinx is getting a makeover, my G. Like, it's irrefutable. I don't have to pull out no book, read no, man, look at the picture. Look at that, bruh. How can you not say that hasn't been tampered with? That clearly has been tampered with. You know what I'm talking about?
Nice view from the back of the Sphinx, and what we have here, we can clearly see the point by which the head was, essentially shaved off, what do you want to call it, to prepare for the head face. And then, again, we have the internal structure, and we have several layers of bricks. And of course, this all is damaged and removed from the substructure. But you see one layer there, and then another layer here. And as we continue down, we have the base of the Sphinx with all the stones, of course. Look closely, the stones are intact. This is something you don't get a good sense of when looking at photographs, but here it's just so obvious. And I'll go to the other side and get another view. Here we are on the other side, and again, we have the same thing. Stones, we can see the bricks going up to a certain point and the internal substructure exposed. Okay. And then the head again built on. And then the head again built on.
And then the head again built on.
This we can see throughout the whole side. Now this side doesn't have good light, but
now I know you probably don't know what yeah, I gotta look on my paper, I just learned about it. But I know you don't know nothing about geopolymer, the geopolymer theory. You know what I'm saying? That's homework. So if you already up on what geopolymer is and what that's all about, put it in the comment, you know what I'm saying? So somebody else who doesn't know, you know what I mean, who might be too lazy to research, you know what I'm saying, can read your comment and hopefully get some light in their life. Because that's all we doing, man. We just shedding light, you know what I'm saying? We lighten up the darkness, you know what I'm talking about? That's all we on. At least over here at Hawk School, you know what I'm talking about? All right, so let's move on. You would think that would be it, right? Because I'm not even gonna go into the age of the pyramids and all that shit. I would just show you that these structures don't compare to what's in the Americas. So if you're saying they're first, you know what I'm saying? What, are they the prototypes, my nigga? Because they like mad whack in contrast to this. I just said this because I know I'm gonna put it on the screen, and I know there's no comparison when you talking about Ladonto or the Caral Supe site in Peru. You know what I mean? Like El Mirador. You know what I'm saying? Like, and all the shit that they ain't even telling us about. Like, all the archaeologists all agree that the paradigm has been totally shifted with what they thought was the origin of should I say, technology and advanced civilization. They tried to count the Americas out of advanced civilization because it's us, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? And then you wonder, you know what I mean? Like, who's teaching you? But anyway, I ain't even gonna get into all that. You already know what it is, man. We too high for pigeons to fly. We walk on the water or live in the sky. Right on to the real, death to the fake. Peace and blessings.
Hell, you trust in hell, motherfucker, and you already in hell. Just like I trust in heaven and I'm already there, motherfucker. You the one going, you believe in death, huh? Goddamn murderer. Crucify my blessed brother. But when I find them, I'm gonna get them, motherfuckers.
Just move on up toward your destination. Though you